What is going on, everybody? Sloth here. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I've got something very special for you today. I'm going to be going through the Kensei guide, the tips and tricks and the beginner basics that are going to get you started using this amazing hero. Now, I've used a fair few heroes now. I've dibbled my toe a little bit, tested the waters with a few different heroes, and I can say by far this is the one that I've just took to the most. He seems absolutely fantastic. He's got great mix-ups. His damage is insane. His range is fantastic. I don't know what else to say. He's just the perfect match for me. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to be going through a bit of how to play him, the pros and cons, and then I'm going to be showing you some combos at the end that you can do that are going to help you online. So to start off with his pros, his speed. He's a Vanguard class, which is one of the base three, like the Warden, the Raider, and then obviously Kensei. But most of these classes aren't that quick, but the Kensei has to sacrifice health. He doesn't have as big a health pool as the other Vanguards do, but he is quicker. He has a side dash that you can utilise, so he's quite similar to the Assassins in that respect. So his speed is fantastic, but also his range. He's got a really long sword, He's got a really long sword, which helps his range, so he can hit people from very, very far away, light and heavy attacks, and it can be really good against Assassins. I think it's fantastic against Assassins because you can stop the Orochis and the Berserkers and the Peacekeepers from getting on top of you, say, "Get back, bitches!" and he can really keep them at distance and can do a lot of damage to them from range. Now, I've talked about how good his damage is, but that's obviously on the pros list as well. Also, his mix-up. Now, this is what is unique to him. Every character has something that's unique to them. Now, what I mean by mix-ups is, and I'm going to demonstrate it maybe a bit more clear towards the end of the video, is he has a unblockable combo ender, and you'll see me do it. I've slowed it down in the video so far, so you've probably already seen it, but when he glows orange, he'll do this big heavy finisher, and the only way to stop that, there, it's on the screen now, I think, if this video is in time. He does this big spinning heavy attack, and he will glow orange, which means you can't block it. You have to dodge it or you have to parry it. Now, what is interesting about the Kensei is you can cancel the overhead heavy attack that is unblockable, and you can change it into I think it is uninterruptible heavy attack to the left or the right, so you can really get in your opponent's head. Because if you start doing the heavy attack that's unblockable from the top and they start dodging it, then what you start to do is start doing the uninterruptible one, from the left or right, and then they're going to be, when they dodge, they're going to get hit by either one. So it's really, really good for mix-ups. You get into your opponent's head and they really will feel like they've got nowhere to go, and that's exactly where you want your opponent to be in these games. You want them to think, Christ, I don't know what the hell to do, this guy's just putting so much pressure on me. So that's why I think it's really good. Now let's look at his cons. As you can see on the list, there isn't very many. I really struggled to come up with things that this guy wasn't good at. I don't know if it's just me. Please leave in the comments below if you've played as him and you think the same thing. So I played as him in the closed alpha, and I didn't think he was that great, but he has been buffed. If you look in the patch notes, he has been changed, and I definitely think he's so much different now, and he's really, really good, a really, really good hero. So he does have low health compared to the Vanguards. I believe his health is similar to that of an Assassin. Whether or not that has been changed in them past notes as well, I do not know, so don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure his health pool is lower than that of the other Vanguards, but obviously he sacrifices that for the speed, which I seem to think is absolutely fine. So when I've been playing with him, I've really been enjoying it. Now let's talk about a bit of the bad matchups. So I struggled when I played against the Warlord with this character. That might just be a personal thing again. You guys might be fine against the Warlord, but I found that because he can block from multiple angles and get counters off on you, I just tend to struggle against him. Assassins, I seem to absolutely destroy as this guy, but again, a lot of this is personal preference. You guys might struggle against an Ibushi, I might struggle against the Warlord, you just don't know. The Warden is another one. Now I've put the Warden on this as a bad matchup because the Warden has a high parry attack. So if you attack the Warden from above, he can parry it and take a lot of damage, take a lot of health off you, Now, the only reason I say this is because a lot of the Kensei's combo starters tend to go from the high attack position, so you'll be attacking them in the high position, which will mean that the Warden can parry you. So if you're up against a good Warden, you might run into some trouble doing that, but obviously it's up to you as a skilled player to find a way around that and work into it. So now I'm going to go into some combos, demonstrating how to use it, and I'm hopefully going to demonstrate some of the mix-ups I talked about earlier. Okay then guys, let's get into the Kensei's bread and butter combos. We're going to start off with his light attack chain, which is RB, 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 and this can be hit from all directions. You can start it from the left and end in the middle, you can start it from the right and in the middle, you can start in the middle and in the middle. Any way you want to do it. So I'm just demonstrating that on screen now. Just a simple 3-hit attack chain. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You can now end that combo with a heavy attack like I spoke about earlier, the Unblockable, like you're seeing on screen there. You glow orange, so to do that, all you do is press RB, RB, and then you end with LT, but you have to press LT forwards. If you do not, it will not work. Just a few more examples of this and why it is good. This is really good because it is unblockable. A lot of people will panic when they see that orange big flashing light and this man charging towards them, and they get panicked. They'll try and block it, they'll try and dodge. If they're in the pinch, it's going to cause them some problems. So now I'm demonstrating the feint. So this is when you make it seem like you're going to do the overhead heavy, but then you switch to a light attack towards the left or the right. Now to do this, you do the same thing again. RB, RB, RT, and then as you press RT, you quickly need to press the light attack button, RB, to the left or to the right. I do not believe it works if you go down the middle. I believe you have to cancel it to the left or the right. Now this just takes some getting used to. It's not easy to do it at the start, but you can get your head around it pretty quick. Just go into the practice arena against a level 0 bot and you'll be able to work it out from there. Now, another interesting thing is that you can also do this chain from a grab. So if you get a grab, you can then hit them with the first attack, a light attack again, and then an overhead unblockable, which is really good. That's a lot of damage off a grab if you think about it. But also what is interesting, you can also do the cancel off this grab as well, which is really cool. So I'm just going to demonstrate that now. So I'm going for the overhead, connecting with it, just doing a simple dodge, push away, connecting. Now here I go, I believe, into the unblockable switch. No, I'm just demonstrating still, I apologize. Still demonstrating how you do it. Yeah, you can just basically constantly do it in a chain. So you hit light attack, hit the heavy attack, or you can do it, just grab them, throw them away, then do it. So same thing here. I've pushed them into the wall and then I've cancelled it. Okay, so it looks like I'm going for the overhead feint, and then I'm going to the left or the right and doing a light attack. And this is really good for getting in your opponent's head. They're going to be really struggling to read what you're doing, and especially at the high levels of play, it's very effective to do this. So just remember, all you need to do it is the light attack into a heavy attack, and then as the heavy attack is beginning to come out, you need to quickly press the light attack button to the left or to the right, and that is how you do the feint. So if you do need to rewatch this video and go over what I'm saying again, or just rewatch the footage, feel free to do so. I'd just like to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, hopefully you've learned something from it. I've tried to put as much information in it as I could, because I really believe this Kensei character is fantastic, and it's really good if you haven't played him before, just to give him a go before the game comes out. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did like it, please give it a like. Also, if you have any comments or things you wanna add, or things that I might have missed, that if you're a Kensei player yourself and you want to add something, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to speak to you and love to hear what you guys have to say. So thank you very much for watching my video, guys, and enjoy your day.